With the increased federal focus, a stunning turn of events, Governor Tim Walz says he is not seeking a third term after all. Today, he ended his reelection campaign.
As Caroline Cummings reports, the decision comes amid mounting scrutiny of his administration's handling of the state's fraud scandal.
Just 18 months ago, Governor Tim Walz was launched to the national stage as Kamala Harris's choice to be the Democratic vice presidential nominee. Since then, he's faced defeat, two high-profile tragedies, a divided government, and now a short-lived re-election campaign. His departure from the race makes way for another Democrat to try to succeed him.
Well, good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year.
DFL Governor Tim Walz entered the Capitol reception room Monday to a packed room of reporters eager to hear about his surprising decision to step aside.
I've decided to step out of this race, and I'll let others worry about the election while I focus on the work that's in front of me for the next year.
Walz read a statement for a few minutes, then departed without taking questions, leaving many without answers, like what does his political future hold?
I am absolutely confident a Democratic and a DFLer will hold this seat come November. I'm confident that I'll find ways to contribute to the state that I love long after next January.
Just who that Democrat will be is not yet known, but a source close to Senator Amy Klobuchar, who served the state in Washington for nearly 2 decades and is being encouraged to run, is seriously considering it, though she hasn't made a final decision yet. Until then, Democratic analyst Abu Amara believes other Democrats will wait in the wings.
I think before you throw your hat in the ring, you're going to pick up your phone. And you're going to pick up your phone and call Amy Klobuchar and her team to see what her plans are. She's going to really inform what's going to happen next.
Walz's exit shakes up the race for the state's top job, which includes several GOP hopefuls like House Speaker Lisa Demuth and 2022 nominee Dr. Scott Jensen. Republicans have not won a statewide race in 2 decades, but taking on Walz was seen as the best opportunity in years. We expect to hear more from Governor Walz at a separate press event tomorrow after today's was cut short. A source tells WCCO that Walz and Klobuchar met yesterday ahead of his announcement, but there is no word yet on when Klobuchar will make her decision on whether to seek the governor's office. At the Capitol, Caroline Cummings, WCCO News.
Walz's decision comes shortly after a viral video alleging daycare fraud from a conservative YouTuber racked up millions of views. Walz referenced that video when explaining why he was not running again.
We continue our team coverage with Esme Murphy, who is here now with more on how we got here. And I know that, Esme, you were at the announcement today with the governor, and you said that this was really kind of different from his other press conferences, or appearances, rather.
Governor Tim Walz is usually very relaxed and speaking extemporaneously when he speaks in public. This was not the case today, as he read entirely from a written statement. And despite the fact his staff said he would take questions afterwards, he took none from a packed room of reporters. Governor Walz had actually agonized over whether he should run for a 3rd term, not announcing until mid-September. The governor has said repeatedly he was devastated and deeply shaken by the murder in June of his top political ally and longtime friend, Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman, and her husband Mark. Sources tell me Walz and his team were also haunted by the specter of former President Joe Biden's now widely criticized failure to drop out of the presidential race earlier.
If Republicans continue down the path of abusing power, smearing entire communities, and running their own fraudulent game at the expense of Minnesotans, I will fight back with everything that I have.
Biden's hesitation on dropping out, of course, resulted in the candidacy of Vice President Kamala Harris. It's a campaign Walz would ultimately join as her vice presidential nominee, a campaign that ultimately was blamed for other Democratic losses around the country.
So he had some things he was thinking about, obviously.
Definitely. Yeah.
A lot to think about, yes.
All right. Thank you, Esme. Stay with CBS Minnesota on TV and online as we continue to follow this story.